Hi.
Hello.
Running
Yeah.
around, aren't they?
So, does this thing work? Oh, the microphone. Hi, I'm Matt Austin. I play Bridge Carson on Power Rangers S.P.D.
Hi, I'm Monica May, and I play Z. Power Rangers.
Hi everybody, I'm Greg Aranowitz. I was the executive producer, writer, director on S.P.D. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about?
We have questions. The line up over here. Nicely fashioned. You ask the questions.
Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, Margaret.
Margo?
A little bit. Using pretty sunscreen.
It doesn't work.
I am a Jew. It's Rosh Hashanah. I will be at my family. But yeah, it's, where did, that was a Bruce thing now. Yeah, I think right. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I think we were having a table read through, and that episode was like, it was Christmas centric about bikes and all that. So, and they were like, my Christmas must have come early, and I was like, yes, I celebrate Christmas. And I think Bruce was like, I love it, you're becoming a Jew in the series. I was like, perfect. And then I think like there's been no other, like religion hasn't really been.
They had that one episode in Leo, but...
And a Jewish friend also.
Oh, really? Excellent. Right, Mazel Tov. How was it? It was awesome because I got a chance to go back to New Zealand, which was amazing, and it's always cool to go back to a place that you've been before, and you can walk the streets and pretend like you're from there and stuff. And when other people were new to it, I was like, no, that's Queen Street. That's the restaurant you want to eat at. And then, you know, it was very cool because they incorporated me into the Red Ranger, which is like, that's every Ranger's dream. Unless you want to be the White Ranger, you know. So, hey, JDF owns that. But I think because of that, like, I am now like second most colors to JDF. It was cool meeting all the guys from the other seasons, and you know, getting worked over by Koichi and having to learn my stunts again. It was really cool. How did they incorporate it? Well, Ranger Board.
Tell me that you're in more.
Yeah, this is probably a good director question, because they haven't answered this. So the question was there any scene during shooting of, like, before a battle or something? It was supposed to be serious, and everybody busts out laughing. I'll let these guys do specifics, but I have to say that pretty much that was every day. You know, one of these days that footage will come out, we'll be able to cut together like a gag reel that will just be like 2 hours of laughing. And the thing for me that probably sticks out the most is the first time that they had to talk to Doggy Kruger. But you know, because I built Doggy Kruger, so I worked out around for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And so by the time he was on set, like I knew everything he was going to do and I was used to it. Some of the rangers, when they first got into town, we give them a little tour, they would get to see him work. But not everybody actually saw him or realized what he was going to do. So the first time Doggy Kruger turns around, it's supposed to be a very serious moment. And he looks them in the face and he's like, Rangers? You know, they just all
Literally, like, the turn of his nose is like, you know what I mean? It's so big, and you're just like, why is there a big gun? I couldn't
But you know, the fun of the show was comedic, but there were a lot of serious situations. But with these guys, we had a good time all the time. They were always in a good mood, so there was a lot of laughing. Let's see if I can think of another.
He kind of sold that. Well, I can think of one involving that. No, it was one of the last episodes when everything's like going wrong, and we're like all supposed to be like really upset. You know, Doggy Kruger was like gone, and it was like we were all like so emotional, and it was like okay, like you guys can like cry and like do it up, And this guy over here is like doing this like ridiculous like crying, like blubbering, like snot coming out of his face, and I was just like cracking up. Like, he kept doing it. I'm just like, I can't do anything but laugh. He was. Oh.
You were a good audience. It's always nice when you have that one person that can start everyone else getting with like the laughter. Because once you start, it's really hard to stop. And you can start laughing when it's not even anything funny. But I remember it wasn't a battle. I think we've spoken on this before. But there was an episode, I don't know, it was like episode 4 or something, when Jack is abusing his leadership powers. And he's having us run like obstacle courses in mud and things like that. And Brandon, Jack, was like standing here. And we were standing here, and behind him, there was a stunt performer that was taking his job like really seriously, because they were the C squad people that were like running the obstacle course behind us. And this guy was purposely going up like the tires, swinging across the rope, going down the ladder, bolting around the corner of the pylon, and then like wiping out. And we didn't know that was that's what Koichi told him to do. So we're like standing there, and Jack is, yelling at us for not moving fast enough, and we're like, we have to be serious.
This is when they finally confront Jack.
Yeah, this is when we're like, screw you, buddy, you're losing your power. And this guy is like, and Brandon was always like, guys, what the hell's going on? I'm a serious actor, man. Show me my scene. And then once we told him what was going on, he could see us. Like, that's when the giggles start, right? Because he could see us like, you're not allowed that this is gonna happen. So he started laughing, and then we probably wasted a ton of film that day. So that's the answer.
Matt, by the time this year's over, how many shows did you Did he share?
No.
Lactose is from me. How much dose? I remember there was, the first time we did it, no one knew that people were going to really like it that much, right? So I think it was like, it's like I took a bite, I said buttery, the crew didn't laugh, we went there, we're like, this is a bridge thing. And we're like, alright, and it went on, and then by the time we got near the end, everyone realized that this was it could be a catchphrase kind of thing. So they started to build it more into the show, so then they would have the props department would have stacks of toast. For me to eat it, and I didn't kind of realize that you can do spit takes. So from take to take, and on a TV show, it's not like on a film, maybe you use like 3 or 4 angles on something, but on TV, like every single actor in the scene gets their own like close-up, and then there's like a medium shot that would be like for just Monica and I, and then there'd be a shot for Rick, Monica and I, and then there'd be like a wide shot, so in every one of those shots, I always had to be eating toast, and I didn't realize that like, I could take a bunch, and if I didn't have a line, I could just like, chew it, and then they could say cut, and then they would spit it out. Out. Sorry, my Canadianness is coming out. Yeah, so it took me eating like probably like a loaf. Before someone was like, dude, you don't have to eat it. Just chew on it like it's gum. Alright?
The worst possible thing you could ask a ranger to do is eat a loaf of bread and then get Hispanic.
Yeah. It's true.
Right. Yes, my question is, did you ever use your costume outside of work?
Wow!
The spandex?
Yeah, well, you know.
No. That was one of the most uncomfortable outfits I've ever worn in, and I really sucked. But some of the other stuff that I wore on the show, I still wear. Like my yellow leather jacket. I wore like a full jacket. I'm like, I know. It says New Zealand and the inside is just a wrap. It was on like the first episode, I think. Yeah. Yeah, when I was a street kid. But,
I haven't. What's that?
Disney's out of the picture now that's up.
So Disney doesn't give us anything.
right.
Nothing. Like you would think at the end of the show they'd be like, here you go, like here's your helmet, or here's this, or here's that. It's like, no, see you later. So after the show was finished shooting, we stayed for a couple weeks doing ADRs. That's all the voiceover stuff that we did. But we always had to go through. We always had to go through the set, and then I think Chris took all of our jackets. Chris was like, that's it. I'm taking our jackets. Blood, sweat, and tears in the show. And he was gonna like mount them on like a frame with like our signature thing, like my glove and like these earrings or whatever. And then like someone like called us to the like in elementary school, and it's like someone does something in the room, and the whole room has to say bye. And they're like, one of you took the jackets. And nobody is leaving until you admit it.
Allie are like, look, we're completely out of this. Like, we are definitely the girls here.
And the guys are like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, no one is leaving New Zealand. Someone comes forward. And Chris is like, at the end of the day, he's a really big sweetheart. And he was just like, I took the jackets. And so they took his jacket back, and we all have our jackets. I've never really worn it in the city streets. But when I came back from New Zealand, I actually I got a Vespa for the summer, and I wore my leather gloves.